I don't think I have ever created a channel intro for this channel before, so here we go. Okay, my name is Twinkle Nighter Star Shine, which is what TNSS stands for. It's from My Little Pony OC, that's her real name. And, yeah, that's just what I got so far. First, when I started this channel in late 2020, or when I started the channel in summer 2020. Like, first I started in August, then I started uploading in September. At first I started out as My Little Pony content creation place, but then I branched out to more fandoms because I thought it would be more interesting and I wouldn't have to worry about losing my audience, or I wouldn't have to worry about running out of ideas. At one point I started making helluva content, and it was some of my most viewed content I have ever had on this channel. The most viewed videos are Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss related. I do make some TADC content. I make even more now because I want to branch out, and I'm really loving that show after it ended, so that's it too. But like, for a very long time, most of the content, like the vast majority of the content that I created was My Little Pony themed, or it had something to do with My Little Pony OC. And that channel created so many different things that I had going for me, because I started watching My Little Pony when I was 6 years old, and when I was probably like 10, I started watching a lot of YouTube and like My Little Pony Speed Paints and all that really goated shit. And then that inspired me to become a YouTuber. Like, it was my dream to become a YouTuber probably ever since I was 9 or 10 years old. And I just loved the idea of doing that. I could have like freedom and I could have my own content. And this is for my 1K sub special, but like, if you told the 2020 version of me, if you walked up to my 12-year-old self and said, hey, Twinkle, in 5.5 years, almost 6, your channel will gain 1,000 subscribers, I would not believe you. I would be like, really? What am I uploading now? Am I still making My Little Pony content? And I still do that sometimes, but usually I just stick with Hazbin Hotel or Helluva Boss. And I started this channel when I was 12 years old, and it was during like the big peak of the pandemic. Everyone was doing online school, online classes, and that was really hard. But knowing that I could be creative and have a creative outlet is because of this channel. I mean, I was going to start a channel eventually, but I'm really glad that I started it as early as I did, and that I was able to be patient and never give up on my channel. Sometimes I would lose motivation and be like, you know what, I'm probably just going to stop uploading, or maybe I should quit YouTube. I've had that thought so many times because of burnout, but I've never given up. It's been nearly 6 years since my channel started. I created this channel in August of 2020, and my first video came out in September 3rd, 2020. So in a few months, I will have been on YouTube for 6 years. It's really been a long time, you know, growing up. Like, I've spent all of my teenage years being a YouTuber. Like, even before I became a teenager, I was still doing, like, YouTube stuff. And I really grew up with this channel. This channel isn't just a part of my childhood, it's also part of my growth as a person, as a girl becoming a woman, and just a person becoming an adult in general. I am 18 years old now, and having a YouTube channel actually brought a lot of comfort about myself, where I could have a creative outlet, and people could watch my stuff, and I could build a community before my very eyes without even realizing it. Sometimes my videos would get super duper popular. The most popular video I have has over 2,000 views. No, not 2,000, 200,000 views. And I've never had a video that popular before. I mean, yes, I have had My Little Pony PMVs that have gained traction, like they have. My most viewed My Little Pony video is probably like maybe over 10,000 views. But I never would have expected like 50K views or 100 or over 100,000 views. Like that's amazing to me. Maybe one day I'll reach 1 million views on a video, but who knows? Now I'm just branching out to YouTube Shorts, and yeah, a lot of my videos does involve me yapping because I never learned to shut the fuck up. But you want to know? That's honestly really cool. And I don't know how many people pay attention of how many houses I've like filmed in over the course of like my whole YouTube channel. But this room that I'm in, this is the room of the house, of the state, of the city that I grew up in. I have filmed and recorded and edited so many videos in this very room, in this very house. I moved to Texas in summer 2023, and it was really hard. And now this month I'm celebrating my 3-year anniversary of moving, and it's hard that I had to move, but part of what comforted me was having a creative outlet, and this channel is kind of what created a foundation for me, a safe place, a safe place where I could just be whatever I wanted to be and not give a shit about what others think. I could be creative and not give a fuck. Even if I saw a hate comment or someone disagreed with me or was rude to me, I would always try to laugh it off or handle it well and be like, okay, I understand that we don't agree with each other, but we can still remain civil. And honestly, thank you to like everyone who has ever watched any videos on my channel. Even if you are a newcomer or you've been here ever since the beginning, thank you so much. You all mean absolutely everything to me. Every like, every subscriber, every viewing, every comment, everything means everything to me. Even if it's just a hate comment, or maybe even if your comment isn't super long, I love reading your comments. I love seeing your video suggestions. I love hearing your opinions. I love creating community posts. They're really fun. But I do like branching out to different fandoms and keeping my options open, because this is a really fun thing that I've been doing for so many years. And no matter what happened, I never truly gave up. I always continued throughout my life. And I think if my past self found out that I made it to 1,000 subscribers, they'd be pretty excited. Nobody can predict the person they will become in the future, like in 6 years or 5 years or maybe even 10 years. The person I thought I'd be 10 years ago was very different than the person I am now. Because no one really knows about the future, and I think that's what makes the future so beautiful and maybe even terrifying, is because we don't know what it holds. But this is my journey through YouTube, because not only am I discovering more about my hobbies, I'm discovering more about who I am as a person. And I think I have learned so much about myself that it probably would have taken me much longer otherwise if I hadn't started this channel. I love being a part of YouTube, being a person growing up. I don't know how many people have seen my content through the years, but regardless, I'm sure you've seen me grow up and evolve more as an adult. I haven't been an adult for very long. For most of the time I've even been on this channel, I've been just a teenager and just a minor on the internet. And although I probably maybe would have made better decisions as a 12-year-old that I look back on when I was 12, I don't have to make those decisions anymore. I don't have to worry about making them anymore as an 18-year-old, because I'm an adult and I'm gonna grow up, and there's nothing that can stop me from doing that. But part of me growing is this channel. because it's more than just a channel, it's a community. And I'm not doing this to like gain attention. I'm just doing this because it makes me feel happy. Even if a video I make doesn't get that many views, I know that maybe one day people will find it again. People might as well look back on my old videos and realize, wow, I really improved than how I was 5 or 6 years ago. So if you found my channel and I recommended, or you searched it up because you were probably looking for my channel again, thank you. And remember to look back on my older videos, or maybe my most popular, because I feel like people are more likely to look at someone's most popular videos than their oldest videos, so they know like what really they're in for. But yeah, my most viewed videos are under 60 seconds, which really is really telling, because people have pretty short attention spans. But honestly, whoever is watching this, whatever you're going through, I really hope that my videos bring you comfort, because I'm not just running this channel just for me. I'm also running it for you, because I wanted to make my videos bring comfort to audiences, to give them hope, but to also entertain them and know that they don't have to feel lonely, and that I can inspire them and reach out to them. That was a big reason why I created this channel, because I wanted to have a creative outlet. I wanted to let myself be creative, and I wanted to also learn about myself and realize how many other people like what I like My Little Pony, or Helluva Boss, Hazbin Hotel, or even The Amazing Digital Circus. Like, I did this not just for me, but also for all of you. And honestly, I couldn't be more grateful for any of this. I will have more stuff coming. I really hope that I can post more stuff that shows my art, because I'm an artist too. I'm also a musician and even a songwriter as well. I have a lot of hobbies. And I'm a theater kid. Like, I've done theater before. I've done a lot of things. And I'm also a choir kid. Like, I've been in choir, and for 2 years, from 2020 to 2025, I was in the same choir, but then it disbanded because of personal reasons, like money, losing money, and people kept quitting. But yeah, I think if you're new here, I recommend checking out my content, because if I had randomly stumbled across this channel and it weren't my channel and I didn't know who this person was, but I liked their content, I definitely would check it out, and I recommend you do too, because I don't think anyone who's ever watched my videos have ever said, wow, I wasted my time. Because I think there's a lot of things here on my channel that is for practically anyone. Anyone's allowed to see my content. It's just that if you're a kid, it might not be for you, because some of the topics I mention are kind of mature, and a lot of the shows I have that are my interests are also pretty mature. So I recommend that you watch my content if you're like at least 13 or older. My content was more family friendly back then, but now that I'm older, I'm kind of, making it be an older audience, but whichever. You're probably not going to get in trouble with your parents if you're like a 5-year-old and you're just watching the video on like your tiny ass iPad. But anyway, yeah. So I hope that you like what you see. And I will be making more content, and I'm honestly surprised I've never done a channel intro on this channel, but yeah. I just hope you like what you see. My real name, like my birth name or like my legal name, it's Lily, Lily, because people just keep misspelling it without even asking why I just spell it, which I think is funny. But yeah, that's my real name. And my middle name is Opal. And for my last name, I'm not really revealing that, but in case you're curious, it starts with a B, whatever. But like, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to create more content with having over 1,000 views. I think every single one of us is gonna have a very fun time. So I hope you enjoy this channel, because I certainly enjoy making videos, and I have been ever since I was 12.